What's going on, you guys? Time for me to make another video. Let's see. Just so I guess a real quick update is, look, I made the last video, and look, I became a trainer and all that stuff, picked up my trainee and shit, and I took that other little bullshit video earlier talking about that fucking asshole. But, yeah, I mean, for the most part, you know, look, I had my training on the truck for 2.5 weeks. It's been going really fucking well, you know? But I think that I've kind of been blessed with, a fucking, a good trainee. Look, the guy doesn't really need a lot of work. You know, he already, for the most part, knows how to drive the truck. You know, I give him tips and pointers like, hey, do your speed, you know, slow down to this in this kind of condition, watch for this in this kind of part of the country, just bullshit like that. But I mean, as far as driving the truck, the guy knows what he's doing. He backs like a fucking pro. You know, he probably backs better than I do, for Christ's sake, you know, and I'm pretty decent at it. So, you know, I don't have to worry all that much. I don't have to work that hard on him. I'm sure my next trainee or the guy after that is just gonna totally fucking, or female or whoever is totally gonna give me a run for my money and just really make me have to earn my damn paycheck. But yeah, it is what it is. It's been going well. We ran out to California, all the way out there, ran some sheetrock. They had us drop that trailer and they had us haul some dry van Amazon loads from like Sacramento to Seattle. So ran that really fucking fast. Next day, expedited thing. They said, you want to do it again? I said, all right. 1,600 mile round trip, I'll do it. So we did another one of those back to back. Then they had us grab a van load and run all the way down to Los Angeles. Grabbed another flatbed trailer, swapped that shit out. Grabbed some pipe coming out of Long Beach. Ran it all the way up to fucking Boston over the weekend. Good little, juicy little 3,000 mile load over the weekend. So that was nice, you know. We were running all of our fucking hours and everything, so it's been working out pretty good. You know, now we're on the East Coast. Been running around the East Coast a little while, a little flatbed load here and there and stuff. Got kind of stuck with a shitty little, kind of a little 1,000 mile load, which isn't much for two people in a truck on a weekend, but it's whatever, you know. You know, tomorrow, you know, we'll come out and have a good week and everything, but let's see. I appreciate all the good comments. You know, I haven't got a whole lot of comments, but I have gotten some good ones, and I appreciate those. You know, especially the one that says that, like, you know, I could see you running your own thing one of these days. Like, I could. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna say that I could see myself becoming an owner-operator, because honestly, I love the road. I love this job. You know, I love driving a truck over the road. You know, regional and all that shit, you know, dedicated, you could have it. I love driving all over this country, all the fucking time. Waking up in a new state every day. You know, every time you drop that load, you never know where you're gonna go next. Like, okay, North Dakota, okay, let's see. Laredo, Texas, all right, shit, okay, let's see, Raleigh, North Carolina, you know, all over the damn place. All right, fucking Vermont, okay, we'll go to Vermont now, you know. I like that shit. You never know. You just run all over the fucking place. But at the same time, you know, look, I haven't been home since Christmas. I've only been home like 2-3 times since I even started this job, you know, and only for a couple days. Look, I fucking miss Houston, you know, a lot. I miss my fucking dog, and I miss my fucking friends, and there's all these badass concerts, all these good bands coming through Houston, and, you know, I'm trying to get home time next month so I can go see a band coming to town. I really was trying to see if I could get 2 bands back to back, you know, 2 badass fucking bands that were playing, but it's during the week. It's like a Wednesday and a Thursday, so it's probably not gonna fucking happen, because they like to get you home over a weekend and shit. So I don't know, I'll try for it, but I'm missing a lot of shows and stuff. But look, like I said, I like this fucking job, and I think look, being an owner-operator, I don't give a shit what anybody says. As far as I'm concerned, it's fucking hard. You gotta really put yourself into that. It's running your own business, just like any other business. When you run your own business, you gotta put yourself all into that shit. You know what I mean? There's just so much you gotta deal with, but I think that level of challenge would be, you know, I like that. I like challenging shit, you know, and I think, you know, the challenge you do, you know, you try really fucking hard, you drive hard, but you keep track of your profit, your loss, make sure all your bills and taxes are getting paid, maintenance, all your different payments, you're keeping track of different things, and, you know, making sure you're running smart, you know, things like that. I like that. I like the sound of all those challenges, you know, buying your own truck and stuff, which if I was going to buy a truck, if I was going to, I would just save up money out here on the road and then go buy myself a little badass little Peterbilt or something for 25 grand. 750,000 miles or something. You know, this fucking lease purchase shit is for the birds as far as I'm concerned. You know, you're gonna have me pay out $250,000 over the course of 5 fucking years for a truck you only paid 100 grand for? Sense does that make? Or I save up 25, 30 grand and I go buy myself something I actually want to fucking have. You know, like a Peterbilt with a fucking Caterpillar in it, or, you know, like a 10-speed International with a cat in it, or, you know, a cool fucking Kenworth, you know, used Kenworth. Kenworths are fucking cool. I like them. But at the same time, look, you know, I'll be on the road for a while out here, and but I'm not gonna stay out here forever. You know, like, I guess I haven't really talked about this, but, you know, long story short, you know, me and my girlfriend aren't together anymore now, you know, and so, you know, we're renting a house, and the way that it's gonna work is, it's kind of changed my plans for the future a little bit. You know, we're renting a house and our lease is up this summer, and when our lease is up, like, my dog is at home, and when she moves and her kids move, they're gonna most likely move somewhere where my dog can't go with them. So what that means is I'm not getting rid of my dog by no stretch of the imagination. I fucking love that dog, right? So I'm gonna bring her out on the road with me, right? Now, that's gonna change a few things. When I bring my dog with me, I don't want to flatbed anymore. I like flatbedding, but I don't want to do it with my dog on board. And she's not like a little chihuahua that can just run around in here like a cat, and she's cool. This is a big universe to her and shit. She's a 50-pound dog, you know? She's a pretty decent size, like Rottweiler, Labrador mix, or whatever in the fuck she is. Pitbull, I don't know. She's just some kind of mix, but she's a fairly sized dog. And if I have her with me, I'm going to need to be walking her. She's going to want to have her outside time. She's going to have outside time every day. And the way I see it, if I'm strapping and tarping a load for 4 straight hours and I'm outside the truck, you know, she's going to be at the window all pissed off at me, freaking out, barking and shit, because I can't be in the truck hanging out with her. She can't get out. A lot of flatbed places, they do not want your dog. A lot of like shippers and receivers, they don't want your dog outside the truck. And there's other places that they don't even really want a dog on the premises. They really don't want you to even bring a dog in on your truck. So the conclusion I've come to is, look, I'll put in my experience. I'm gonna continue doing the trainer thing for a couple months. I'm gonna make some good money, pay off some debts, save up some money here and there. But around this summer, when my dog comes out onto the road with me, like, I'll go home for a while, move my stuff into storage, and you know, store my vehicles, my car, whatever, and then I'll just have my pickup truck, and me and the dog will go in a pickup truck, and then at that point I'll probably go work for another company, just because I can't really drive van here because I live in Texas. And it's really outside of their dry van hiring area for the most part. And, you know, I could just go make better money with my experience hauling dry van at other certain places. You know, like Melton wants to pay me 43 cents a mile, but I don't think they would allow my dog. And even if they did, like I said, I don't really want to flatbed with my dog. So I'm going to make it work however I have to. I just haul dry van. you know, with a good company. I've been looking at different companies like Big G Express, Conway, and a couple others that look really attractive, you know, and then that way I can be in the truck more, I can spend time with my animal, and I'm not outside the truck fucking around with loads all day and night. You know, I could spend more time with my dog. So I think that's what I'm going to go ahead and do, you know. You know, that dog is like a daughter to me. She's important, so, you know, I'll make things work, and that way I could stay out on the road for maybe like another half year or so, save up some money and not have to pay any bills anymore, leave my shit in storage, and that way 6 months, maybe a year max, I stay out an extra year, and then just, you know, save up money, and then once I'm good financially, I'll go home and find a place that me and my dog can live, somewhere that they'll be fine with me having a dog, which most apartment complexes, you know, in Houston or wherever, you know, they're not too keen on big-ass dogs, you know, especially a lot of them with breeds. They're all fucking anal and shit, but I don't know, I'll have to figure that out, but it's one thing at a time. But as things are right now, you know, it's going good. Love this truck. Love it. Fucking automatic. It's a 12-speed automatic. Pulls on hills like nothing. I love it. It's got 12 gears, so the gears are all shorter. You get a much better torque output on every gear. You don't have to downshift near as much as in even the automatic 10 speeds in the Internationals or the 10-speed Freightliners. The hills are just effortless. It's fucking awesome. I love driving this truck. It's easy to train in. It's so good. I love it. But as far as if I know there's been at least 1 or 2 people, I guess, I don't know, that see my videos and think, well, hey, I'm coming to orientation at this point. Like, hey, I think you'd be cool to have a trainer. Look, I'm totally cool with that. If anybody watches my videos and you're not a fucking psychopath or an asshole, you know, you know, which, I mean, of course, like, I'm not an asshole, you know, what's he talking about? But whatever, I'm just saying, if you saw my videos and you wanted to get on my truck, I'm totally cool with that. But at the same time, it would have to match up with whenever I go back to the yard, which is kind of random. It's just like, look, I've got, you know, this trainee for another week and a half at least. Minimum week and a half. That's when his training will be up. A week from this Wednesday, right? And it's Sunday night now. And I don't know where, we could be in fucking New Mexico when that time comes. So they may want, most likely they're going to want me to drive somewhere and leave him at a recovery truck, and then I'll come back to the yard, or just bring him back to the yard, and then I'll pick up a new trainee then. So I really don't know when I'm going to be back at the yard. You know, he actually watched my videos and saw me at the yard. I was like, dude, you're that guy on YouTube. Can I get on your truck? I said, if you're willing to wait the 2 days for me to finish training, I'm totally cool with it. Run it by the training department. If they're cool, I don't care. You know, but I really don't know when I'm going to pick up my next trainee. It's kind of random, you know. It's just, you know, they have a trainee. Okay, this trainer just dropped off his trainee. Let's bring him back to the yard and give him another guy, you know. So, you know, unless you wanted to, like, sit at the fucking yard just waiting for me to come back. You know, I don't want you to do that. You know, I want you to just go ahead and get on a trainer's truck and get your training done and get your own truck. You know, look, I've heard a lot of fucking horror stories about shitty trainers. You know, like this guy, you know, he's been talking to other trainees that he went through orientation with, and they've been talking about their trainers, you know, like this guy is just lazy and fucking, he doesn't teach me anything, and he just sleeps all day when I'm, you know, when I'm driving and shit, which I don't do. Look, the way we run, I have to sleep while you're driving, but I don't sleep the whole time you're driving. You know, I'll sleep like 4 or 5 hours here, hang out in the jump seat, sleep another couple hours here. Well, I want to watch what you're doing. I got to figure out what kind of driver you are so I know I can sleep. But it's, you know, to anybody looking to become a trainer, look, I'm just the kind of guy, I'm not really stressed. I don't get easily stressed out. But, you know, maybe you're that kind of person where you just can't sleep while some rookie's driving. You know, you think maybe he's going to crash the truck. Something you got to deal with. Me, it doesn't bother me. You know, I watch for the first couple days, how you drive, how you handle things. Make sure I fine-tune all the... You're taking that corner a little too fast. You want to slow it down on this kind of corner. All right, when you go down the mountain, make sure you do this, hit that, blah, blah, blah. The engine brake and all that shit. And then once I know I've kind of fine-tuned your, you know, driving skills a little bit, whatever, I just watch you. You know how to do what you're going to do. You know how to use the Qualcomm and logs, and you know where you're going. Follow up the GPS, things like that, you know. It's not very nerve-wracking. It doesn't make me nervous, you know. Even when the trainee kind of screws up a little bit and they're like, oh shit, my bad, I'm just like, it's all good, man. Just, you know, work your way back in your lane. You know, whatever, do this, do that. It's okay. Just pull up, you know, swing the truck over, try it again. You know, I've got a lot of fucking patience, so. But look, I just had a fucking truck tour the other day, but that was in my old truck. So, I mean, I don't know if I haven't really showed anybody the new truck all that much, I guess. I don't know. But I'll show you a couple little differences, I guess. It's all about the same. But look, if anybody wants to know as a trainer or especially a trainee what it's going to look like when you're in your trainer's truck, we'll take a look real quick. So, let's what, can I do this? Hold on one second. Okay, well, I can't switch the camera around. Oh, fuck it, I'll just go ahead and do it. We'll do it like this, because I can't switch the camera around. Alright, look, not a whole lot has changed. Alright, I know you're looking at this from a weird perspective. I put a new steering wheel cover on. Oh, yeah. Let me see if you can see this. These are the new gauges. Right? How do I fucking do this? Those are the new gauges. And I think they look fucking cool. They're a lot cooler than the old gauges, right? Let's see if you can see that. Yeah, they're bad, aren't they? They just look a lot more professional, you know? They look like a real truck. They, you know, I just think it's more attractive, right? And let's see if you can see this. This is the gear shift, right? Let me see if I can... I don't know if you can see that. It's all fucked up. But there's the gear shift. The engine brake is right there. It's up and down. This is how you go into drive and reverse. You can upshift and downshift. I don't know if you saw that, but it's just really convenient. Everything is right here. You know, honestly, no shifter anymore. You know, it's not like in the internationals where the fucking the shifting is down here next to your fucking leg. You know, but let's see. I kind of moved these things a little bit closer to the middle. You know what I mean? Just because I like to be able to now. I used to have it up here in the front, my GPS, my satellite radio and stuff. But I like to be able to reach this stuff while the trainee's driving without obstructing his view. If I need to do something with the GPS, the radio. So I moved them over a little bit. The dash cam is still down there in the front. It's all right here. This is my chicken nachos that I got at a Mexican restaurant. We all went out and ate. Me and the trainee and another trainee, guy just got out of training who's parked here. We all walked over to just outside of Atlanta, northwest, coming down, not 85, maybe 85. One of the interstates, there's a Flying J with this tight-ass parking. There's a Mexican restaurant just over the, like an 8-minute walk, 10-minute walk. Really good fucking food. El Centinela. If you ever come down to deliver in Atlanta, northwest of Atlanta, you stay there. Super good Mexican food. Really good. They got barbecue, got Chinese food over there, Subway, all kind, Domino's. It's really good. But let's see, just my radio, and most of it's just the same. One thing that I decided to change, I left my little blue lights on my dashboard that I thought were really cool. I left them in my last truck. So I decided I want to get some new ones for this truck. So I decided to go to Walmart and kind of upgrade them. So this is what I come up with, and we'll see how well you can see this. Let's see. Yeah, there's look at the front. Right? Yeah, so I haven't tried them out driving yet. They are a little bit bright, but we're gonna see. Cool thing I like is that it lights up the floor really good. You know, you could see where your feet are and stuff. You know, and it just look, you can see everything on your dashboard. You know, your drinks, your cigarettes, your mugs, and all that stuff. So they are a little bit bright, but I think they're cool as shit. So we'll see how it works out. You know, but look, $25. Yeah, it's a little bit expensive, but at Walmart, and they're just little flexible LED strips that you just stick up in there and shit. So I guess when you're driving, it kind of looks like this from your perspective. The lights are pretty much concealed behind the Qualcomm and down there on the floor. So I don't know. I just look, when we're out driving around, it gets dark in this motherfucker, you know? It's like we're fumbling around, and it sucks when you got to turn on the dome light when someone's fucking driving, especially in your middle of the desert in the middle of night and it's super fucking dark, right? But anyways, that's why I like the little blue lights for. And they sell them in white and green and red, I think, too, or something like that. But I'm a big fan of the blue. But anyways, let's see. Not a whole lot of differences in this truck. Let me turn this light on up here. Then way you guys can see this. Right, this is his bunk. Right? I don't know how you can see this. Alright. This is, when you're a trainee, this is going to be your space. Like my cabinets, that's my cabinet. You know what I mean? Got my clothes in there. Got my food up here. And all my stuff. Now, when we go to Walmart, like I go with him, he gets his own groceries. And, you know, he could store them up here too. You know, there's a little bit of room, but, like, look, he's got some of his own snacks and stuff like that. Keeps them at the foot of his bed. You know, he's got his bag, your hard hat. All your stuff, your bags and stuff like that, it's all going to have to go up here. You know, like, whatever you're bringing, if you're bringing 5, 6 fucking bags, they're going to have to go on this little bunk. See that? It's not very big, it's not very wide. You know, luckily he packed light, and, you know, he just kind of squeezes into this little space, and it doesn't bother him all that much. But look, you know, he's got some pictures of his kid and his wife and stuff up there, you know, which doesn't bother me in the fucking slightest. You got pictures, you want to stick them up on a fucking wall? This is your little zone. This is your fucking space, you know what I mean? So, I don't know if you can see it. Up here, this is where your air vent is. So that's where you're going to get your air, you know? But yeah, this is when you're training, this is where you're going to spend a month. You know, unless we're on a really fucked up road, you can sleep down here. Any trainer should allow you to sleep down here, especially when a truck is rolling. All I ask is that just pull my blanket over and just pull them over my pillows and my whole bed. And you could drag your pillow and blanket down here. You can sleep on top of everything. Got no problem with that. Just don't be putting your head and your face all over my pillow and drooling on my shit and rubbing your nut sack all in my sheets and shit like that. Just sleep on top of the comforter, please. Just do me that favor. So it works out pretty good. You know, it's not as hard sleeping in the truck as I figured it would be. You know, he sleeps pretty well. Like, when the truck is moving, I sleep pretty well. When the truck's moving, he sleeps pretty well. It works out, you know. Like, I thought it was going to be a lot harder, but honestly, I knock right the fuck out when a truck's moving. This is one feature that my truck didn't have. Fucking reading light, right? It's attached to the wall, and it's flexible, right? And so, it's got this fucking little LED reading light, which I think is cool as shit. You know, that way, you know, someone's sleeping up top, I don't have to turn the dome light on and wake his ass up. You know, I just have my little flexible fucking reading light. So that's a super cool fucking thing. But look, like, basically, you know, I got them behind my pillows, but look, I keep the cereal back there. I got some Pop-Tarts in the corner, and I got, you know, some Cheez-Its. You know, you'll have to, I don't know if you can see back here, like a shower bag. There, I got my, still got my paper towels hung up here. But you gotta kind of, you gotta use all the space that you can. Like, we've got some water bottles put down here. We got our boots crammed in different places. You gotta use the best, you gotta use all your space to the best you can. You know, and I have a little bit of extra room in my fridge. So look, he keeps his own bread. He's got his own lunch meat, cheese. He likes making PB&J sandwiches and stuff like that. And we share milk. I'm cool with all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, don't get intrusive. You know, other trainers are not going to be the same way. They're not going to be as cool as I am about shit. You know? Like, you don't want to buy too many groceries. You go to the grocery store once a week because you can't keep a whole big stock of shit in here. You know, you got to keep milk, bread, meat, cheese, yogurt, sodas, shit like that for 1 week only. You can't be stockpiling all kinds of shit in here. They're just in the fucking room. Especially since now I got a whole fuckload of snow chains I got stored under the bed now, so those are chewing up a lot of under bed space that I used to be able to have. But, you know, look, still got the TV. I used to have a LG. This is a Vizio. It's not as nice as the LG I used to have. But we've even got snacks stored behind the TV. But, you know, I still got satellite, still got my Xbox. Haven't been able to play my Xbox since I became a trainer. Been too fucking busy, but that's okay. You know, if I end up being solo again or something like that, I don't want to play it while the truck's moving because I'm afraid I'm gonna scratch my damn games. But and I just haven't really had the time. We've been staying real busy. But look, that's just that's an updated tour of the truck. Everything else is pretty much the same in here. You know, we keep it pretty fucking clean. You know, I know you can see the floor is pretty clean and stuff like that. You know, I still got my mats and stuff on the floor. Of course, if you can see that. Where is this? Yeah, you can't see back there. I hung my inverter on the wall. I used to be down there by the floor, but you know, I hung it up there. But other than that, that's just a little updated tour of my truck. You know, everything else is pretty much the same. But let me think here. I don't think there's anything else I really need to cover. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I guess that's all. Just about all we need to cover. You know what? I think I've got some funny stories and stuff like that. But this video is run long. I think I'll just wait and put them on another video. Just little bullshit stories that shit I've seen, shit I've heard, and stuff like that. But I'll just go ahead and leave this video with that. You know. By the way, this University of Weed shirt, I got it in Weed, California at the Pilot truck stop. You ever go up to Weed in Northern California, just south of the Oregon state line, they've got a Pilot or a Flying J, and it's they got some pretty cool t-shirts, you know, the Weed California shirts. So it's the first day I got a chance to wear it because I did laundry or whatever. But that's why it says University of Weed. I don't even smoke weed. I'm telling the honest truth, but I like the shirt. So if anybody was wondering. But that's all I got right now. So I'm 26 minutes in. So appreciate all my subscribers. Do me a favor, comment. And I don't mean like, hey man, good videos, fucking sweet, which I appreciate, it's cool, but look, like say like what about this? Like, how does this work? Somebody asked me about trainer pay. I'll get to that real quick. All right, look, I know what the website says. They say something like you get 75 cents a mile as a trainer or some shit. I don't know. This is all I'm gonna tell you. Look, I still get the same pay I do as solo, which I was getting 36 cents a mile. I know I said 40 before. I was fucking wrong. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. I'm stupid. But I was actually making 36 cents a mile, which is what they're starting everybody off at. Right now I'm making 37. And I still make 37 cents a mile, same as I make if I was solo. But my miles have pretty much doubled for the most part. You know, I mean, we did a 6,000 mile week last week. That was a pretty nice fucking check. You know, but look, you come in, you're still going to be making either 36, 37 cents a mile, depending on what your experience level is. If you become a trainer, it's pretty much going to stay that way. But you're going to double your fucking miles, so you will be making money. And there's a small bonus that they pay you per week per trainee. So that's nice. Just a little small bonus, like $100 a week. You know? So $400 a month, it's not bad. You know, keep a trainee on your truck, you know? It's a nice little bonus, right? So it's cool. But other than that, I gotta end this motherfucker. So I'll talk to you guys real fucking soon.